Welcome to The Source, where we combine the headlines with in-depth conversations with the newsmakers themselves. Today on the program, a familiar face in Philippine show business.
To me, it's just work. You know, I work as an actor and, different roles. And just so happens that, some projects are more successful.
A certified matinee idol.
Diba, parang nakakahiya eh. Kasi parang, I'm 43. Ako naman gusto ko lang sabihin, you know what, I'm just doing my own thing.
But he can also take you to the skies. And is now ready to serenade our hearts.
Loving you, whoa, such an easy thing to do. Come on.
Ian Veneracio joins us in the program. Thank you for joining us. I'm Pinky Webb, a child star turned leading man, one of the most sought-after actors of his generation, but he's also a family man and a pilot, and now he's ready to conquer the concert stage. Let's go straight to the source of the story, Mr. Ian Veneracio.
Hello,
Ian,
thank you for having me.
Finally, nakita kita in person.
First time. Yeah.
First time. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You know, I was looking, doing syempre a lot of research on you. To me, 2015 must have been a very important year for you.
Because of Pangako Sa'yo.
Because of Pangako Sa'yo. Parang dun ka ulit nagka-Ian Veneracio 2.0.
Upgrade.
Diba?
Yeah.
How was that like? I mean, Pangako Sa'yo is a classic. Lahat na tao alam yan. Tapos ikaw yung magiging si Eduardo Buenavista. That's a crucial role.
Yes, it's a very, very important role. And I'm just so happy that they entrusted the role to me. So.
Ano yung pinaka-biggest challenge yun? I mean, I'm sure way back, iniisip mo, you might be compared. Siyempre, yung Pangako Sa'yo would be compared to the Pangako Sa'yo back then. Na si Eduardo, si Tonton.
Yes.
So, doon kasi nung first week or nung pilot episode pa lang, ang dami nang a lot of people enjoyed your character and how you played the character.
Well, yun nga, we approached it not to make a newer version of the one before naman. I mean, we wanted to make our own new version, pero our own interpretation also. And also, as actors, it's my interpretation of the character. So, yun nga, parang ayaw namin i-compare. Kasi grabe yung pressure if you compare it to the previous one. Because it was so successful, the one before. So, yun, we just did our own thing.
Pero nakakatakot ba back then? Yung kaba mo ba sobrang taas dahil nga from a classic that everyone knew to something very new, it would either people would love it or it would be a flop.
Yes,
ganun lang naman yun di ba?
Yes.
And people actually really loved it.
And surprisingly, they loved it.
And pagkatapos ng Ian was, other roles that you played. For me kasi, and please correct me if I'm wrong, naaalala kita from way back as a child star from Joey. Di ba Joey and Son?
Joey and Son, that's correct. When I was 5, 6 years old.
All right. And then, of course, you did a couple of roles, but parang nagkaroon ka ng rebirth. To me, in 2015. That started it all.
I think a lot of people would agree with you. Pero from my perspective naman, I've been working as an actor my whole life. And there are some shows that walang nakakaalam. There's some shows na hindi ka napansin, pero wala lang. To me, it's just work. I work as an actor and, different roles. And just so happens that, some projects are more successful than others.
Some are just bigger than others, really.
So, just like Pangako Sa'yo, and the last one I did was A Love to Last. Which was surprisingly, again, a successful one.
Parang nahihiya sabihin successful. Nagulat ka ba with yung amount ng tao na kinikilig pag nakikita ka, especially in public or, when you go around?
Yes. Kasi, di ba, nakakahiya eh. Kasi parang, I'm 43. Di ba? Wala lang. Parang, nakaka-conscious lang. Kasi nga, parang nakaka-pressure at the same time. Kasi, minsan kino-compare ka sa mga iba na parang ako naman gusto ko lang sabihin, you know what, I'm just doing my own thing. Don't mind me.
And I guess for a lot of people, Ian, nung muli ka nilang nakita, parang siguro for a lot of people, you look better. mas gumwapo ka pa, yung bang ganon, di ba? Kaya nga siguro ang dami-daming kinilig with your, hindi nga natin masabing comeback, but it was almost like a comeback with ABS-CBN, right? So, being an artist, I read one article, I'm not sure if you wrote it, but it was about your father.
It's a Father's Day article.
Was it yung 2003 or 2005
yes,
pa
I think it's a Father's Day article.
Right, and it was very special because I'd like to put that on screen, no? You were talking about your father as your hero. And one thing that struck me was when you said that kailangan ka, basically the message of your father and yours was you need to forever evolve. Hindi ka pwedeng stagnant sa ginagawa mo, even being an actor.
Yes, definitely. And for example, ako, every 6 months, kailangan may bago akong ginagawa. I paint also. Now I'm into music. Yun nga, para hindi ako nagsasawa. Kasi if it's just, for example, if it's just taping for a show every day for years, parang feeling ko magsasawa ako. And then, if it's just painting for the rest of my life, masasawa din ako. So, kailangan iba-iba.
And you started young.
I started young.
5 years old. So Ian is more than just an actor, as he mentioned. He paints, he's a pilot, and of course he's a singer. We'll find out more after the break. This is The Source on CNN Philippines. We'll be right back. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Our guest today, Ian Veneracio. So, ikaw na nagsabi, painting, matagal na rin. Matagal ka na nagpipaint.
Matagal ako na-expose because my father is a painter and yun talaga yung ginagawa niya every day. And so, as a kid, lagi kaming nasa mga exhibits. So, yan. When we travel, laging museums and galleries ang first stop. So...
It really interested you?
Yes. Yes.
At a very young age, ha?
Yes. So even my kids, yan, tinuturo ko sila ng ganon, chronological lang, ang discovery, gusto ko chronological and discovery.
How do you mean? Why
for example, took them, for example, sa States, inuna ko yung Paul Getty Museum for them, para Renaissance time, 16th century, 17th,
para
ganyan.
Hindi sila malito.
Oo, para ma-realize nila, pag nakita nila yung Picasso, kung bakit Picasso, why it's like that. Kasi pag nauna yun, parang hindi nila alam yung pinanggalingan, yung context, parang baka hindi nila mag-gets masyado.
That's smart of you to do, para at least you start from step 1 all the way to progressing it further on. So you're a painter, and I know that you used to play the guitar at, I don't know, the age 7? 7
yeah,
ba?
7, 9.
Or piano?
Both. Yeah.
Both?
When I saw, before, piano lessons, the usual piano lessons with a teacher, and parang hindi ko masyado na-enjoy. And then I saw this movie, Amadeus.
Okay.
I said, I want to be like him. So, na-encourage ako mag-piano ulit. And then eventually, I discovered Jingle Magazine na merong chords. Because now you can search everything na.
Okay.
Nung time na yun, parang chords lang siya. Tapos nakita ko, I can play Billy Joel songs and different songs. And it started to become interesting. And then it's the same thing with the guitar. Yun nga, nung na-realize ko na I can play, I didn't have to enroll in classical and play pieces na hindi ko naman masyadong, wala masyadong meaning sa akin. So, nung nape-play ko na yung gusto ko, doon ako nag-enjoy talaga sa music.
You're very artistic. I mean, you're an actor, you're a painter, you're a singer, you're a guitarist. Diba?
I don't know. I'm just easily bored. I guess.
Yun yung sinasabi mo, you have to do something every 6 months. But I have to say that that's quite a lot for somebody. I mean, you can have a hobby or two, pero ikaw medyo madami-dami yung iyo.
Oh, tsaka pag meron akong, for example, seasonal ako eh. If it's music season, wala akong maisip na iba kundi yun. When it's movie season, wala akong maisip na iba kundi yun. So, ganun lang yata talaga ako.
And ngayon is music season because this coming weekend you're going to have, do you want to call it a concept show? Concert? Paano ba?
Well, it's a concert. It's in a venue. It's in Resorts World Performing Arts Theater, May 13. And it's technically a concert, but it's a concept show because I'm more of an actor. It's called Ian in 3 Acts.
Okay.
And it has a narrative. And it parang gusto kong gawing experience kasi may visuals. We have a huge LED screen. Sometimes I would interact with the screen. Sometimes I'd make scenes. There's a scene. So it's not just singing. And of course, it's all live music. I found yung mga band members na sobrang lutang ako when I played with them. And yeah, it's so much fun. I did the first one in Cebu 2 weeks ago.
Natapos na yun.
Yes,
Okay.
the first one. And sobrang enjoy. Grabe.
I think it's nice that you are having this concert or this concept show, which I like you call it concept because it's not just a concert, it's really a concept that you're bringing forward to the audience,
yes,
diba?
Because there's a certain flow, and yung Act 1 is, for example, Act 1 is about the Ian that you know. Act 2 is the
So the Ian that we know is what? The Ian that's
Anton
an act.
Noble, even the set list is different. Even the attire is different.
Ganon!
Yeah, and then Act 2 is the Ian that you don't know. Yan, medyo may pagka, the rocker in me na yan with an instead of an acoustic, an electric guitar, and may mga props tayo kung ano. So, and then the third act is...
Secret, hindi.
Hindi naman, pero who I really am, which is a combination of both. I'm parang a contradiction. For example, when it comes to, parang mahihain ako. Sometimes I don't like attention, pero at the same time, obviously, I'm an actor. So,
how can you
I must love attention somehow.
I know what you mean with that, yeah. But you probably really enjoy and put a lot of emphasis on your privacy, and especially you and your family.
Yes,
diba?
Especially my family naman is not from showbiz.
Yeah. So the concert, the concept came from whom? Sino nag-isip nito?
Well, it started with me, and then I called my friend, my director friend, si Mike Alcazaren, and he's a very visual person. So I told him about this, blah, 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 and then he came up with this, yung mga peg na visuals, and ganda. And even the lighting, it's a proper show.
Yeah.
So I'm so proud of it. I'm so excited to show it to people.
And if you, ikaw yung bida, ikaw yung nandun sa show na yon, happy ka, ibig sabihin maganda yon.
Maganda. Maganda talaga. Tsaka, kasi may mga minsan, di ba, meron naman mga shows na show lang, yung you just have to, yung ganyan. Pero this one, no. We had to rehearse for months, and I was involved in everything. The visuals, the story, the music, the set list. It's the songs that I love playing and I like listening to. And I think people from my generation, they would recognize these songs na matagal na nilang hindi naririnig.
Really?
And I'm sure
parang pareho tayong generation.
You're gonna love it.
Let's think of, give me one song that you think I would enjoy.
I have what I call a school bus medley. It starts with lately I've had the strangest feeling. Alam mo yan. And then it goes into don't go changing to try and please. Diba? Ayan, generation. And then it goes to sailing takes me away to where I've always heard it could be. And then it goes to Rick Segreto, loving you, whoa, such an easy thing to do. Come on, sing with me. You're singing. And then, yung mga ganon.
Ikaw pumili?
Yes, everything, lahat ng songs. Yun nga, kasi I know, parang, I'm very specific naman with the crowd na, yun nga, my crowd. So
we're going to get a little bit of a sample of Ian's voice. For those of you who might not have heard him sing, we'll ask him to do a little bit sample after the break. We'll be right back. You're watching The Source on CNN Philippines. Still with us, actor and singer Ian Veneracio. So doon tayo sa singer.
Really? Natuwa naman ako actor and singer? Okay. Hindi ako sanay.
Let's go to actor and singer Ian Veneracio. Influence in music. Who are the biggest, who do you look up to?
Sting.
Okay.
Sting, one of my favorites. Sa lyrics naman, Bob Dylan. Even without the music, just read the lyrics. It's poetry.
Do you write also?
Yes, I've mga ilang years ago na came up with songs, and then I just had the confidence to record them after A Love to Last. Kasi sobrang mahihain talaga ako kumanta ever since. Even in front of my wife or my parents, I wouldn't sing. Pero when I was given the role of Anton Noble in A Love to Last, and they said, "Oh, you're a composer here, so you're gonna play the piano."
Perfect.
I said, "Oh, fine, I'm comfortable with that. The guitar, sure. You're gonna sing." Oh boy. Talaga, So.
But you probably knew you had it in you, di ba?
No, I know that I'm not tone deaf, obviously, because of the guitar and the piano, so my ears are medyo used to it. But it's not an instrument that
You're
I'm as
confident.
comfortable with it. Like the guitar, of course, I've spent so much time with it compared to singing nga. So, yeah, and wala
What
lang.
makes you a little bit more insecure about your singing?
The, the amount of time I've spent doing it, yun nga, sobrang konti lang ng time. I mean, yun nga, recently lang ako na nag-enjoy na ako, and then parang inisip ko lang, it's every kid's dream to play with a live band with a guitar and feel like a rock star for one night. I mean, come on, why not, di ba?
Yeah.
And because of Cebu, oh my God, it was so much fun.
So that was such a pleasant experience for you.
They were all so nice. They had so much fun. I had so much fun. I mean, just the sound na nakakalasing yung music when when it's tight, when the band is tight, and it's like the reaction from the people, it's instant. It's different from movies and TV. You have to wait for reviews and stuff.
Ito,
when you say
right in front
something,
of you.
you see right away the reaction. So it's a different.
Did you
thing
take
for me.
lessons?
Sing lessons?
Singing lessons? Or should
When
you
I
take
was
singing
11
lessons?
years old, when I was 11 years old, long time ago.
Okay.
And that time, naalala mo yung multiplex?
Hindi, ano
Oo.
yan? Kwento mo, baka maalala ko.
Cassette.
Oo naman.
Ay, di ba? Nagmumultiplex ka noon?
Hindi ko alam kung ano yung multiplex.
Ano siya, parang -1 pero may voice and then meron siyang
Hindi
balance
ako
pag ginaganyan mo.
Hindi.
You never
Hindi.
got into singing?
Hindi ako mahilig ka.
Really?
Although, if I had a really nice voice, I would love to sing, but hindi talaga. Yeah, but yeah, so multiplex, going back to that, what?
Wala. Nung time na yun, yan, yung, because before I was part of That's Entertainment.
Ay, yung pinapanood ko yun, no?
Yun, pinapanood mo. Pero yun nga, nung time na yun, lip sync. I got sick and tired of it. Na lip sync. So, nung paglaki ko, yun nga, sabi ko, if I'm gonna sing, might as well sing it live. And then, yun nga, especially if it's a live band.
But hey, it's a dream come true. I mean, in 2015, you were nakilala ka ulit, so many fans, great shows. Now, it's your singing, you're starting some sort of a singing career. Nahiya ako sabihin kasi alam ko mahihain ka. Di ba? It's really one after the other for you.
It's crazy.
Right?
It's crazy.
So I wanted to ask you this, because I also read that in an article, but I want you to tell them, what is the mark of a true artist for Ian Veneracion?
Siguro, yun nga, the willingness to just explore and see what's out there. I don't know what's going to happen with this music thing, but I know, for example, I have a certain degree of confidence in my craft as an actor.
Okay ka na doon? Medyo proven?
Medyo nakita ko na yung iniikutan ng mundo sa movies and TV kasi nga, I've spent a lot of time there. Parang wala lang, keep exploring lang, tsaka ayokong nasa comfort zone na ako.
Yeah.
Kasi it becomes boring when you're just comfortable.
Do you often ask your wife and your kids how you're doing? Kasi I know very private nga your wife, but you ask them, okay ba? Okay ba yung boses ko? Pwede ba ako dito?
Yes, always. And lalo na my wife, she's like my anchor, keeps me grounded, and siya yung unang magsasabi sa akin na, oy, ganito ka na. Or you're kung ano man, di ba?
What did she say about your singing and your performing?
Wala, sinasabi ko lang, for example, she wanted to go to Cebu. Sabi niya, manonood siya. Sabi ko, no, ayoko. Sabi niya, why? Sabi ko, conscious ako, wag ka.
Hindi mo nga pinapunta?
Hindi ko talaga pinapunta. Even now, the one in Resorts World, I'm still trying to convince her, don't watch na lang. Sabi ko, pag nakita kita sa audience, and then,
mahihiya ka.
Mahihiya pa ako So,
pero sa ibang tao, hindi ka mahihiya.
Kaya ko magpakapal ng mukha sa ibang tao.
Hindi lang sa asawa. What about your kids?
Oh, my kids, they're into music. They love music. And we play music always. So, hindi ako nahihiya sa kanila.
Pero sila pwedeng manood?
Of course.
Pero si Pam, hindi. Yung asawa mo, hindi. Before you go, if it's okay, just give us a little bit of a sample. I know you said you wrote a song called...
We're All Alone.
We're All Alone.
It's on Spotify and iTunes. And
Sige nga.
Sayang, wala akong guitar.
Bigyan kita ng grade.
Guitar.
Tan-tan-tan-tan.
So anyway, ang lyrics niya goes something like, ako din yung guitar. What you gonna do when you wake up on the moon? What you gonna do when you find yourself all alone. Damn. You remember this feeling from a long time ago. You were once a happy boy and this was your home. What you gonna do now that you know you're all alone? Wow, parang midlife crisis song, ano?
Oo nga. Parang medyo malungkot siya. You wrote that.
Yes, yes.
And what was your inspiration for writing that?
Well, I think, you know, in any medium of art, it's the process. I think is the same. For example, there's a certain emotion, and what I'm just trying to do is describe that emotion. It's just that sometimes I can describe it better by using color and texture and stuff, and sometimes performing, diba? Pero sometimes, yun nga, if it's just the same thing, using lyrics and sound. So it's not necessarily biographical, pero yun nga, you're just describing an emotion, and gusto ko yung tunog ganun, it's just parang so alone, and you know, yung ganung feeling.
Wow. That's a whole package for you. That's Ian Veneracio. Ian, good to meet you. Glad to meet you actually, and good luck on Sunday.